All right. Thank you very much. You can view your video as we go live right now. All right. Thank you very much for getting connected with us. This is the founder of Heritage Global Mentorship Institute, and we are delighted to get connected with you at this point in time. So, thank you very much, everyone, for getting connected with us. This is Heritage Global Mentorship Institute, and here with us we have eminent speakers across the globe connected with us, and this is the fifth edition of Thriving Against All Odds. Heritage Global Mentorship Institute is a international institute focused on purpose discovering career and leadership development. Here again, we have a personality across the globe from Zambia. He is an award-winning author, public speaker, transformational speaker, and an expert in his brand. And here he's here with us to deliver raw, to brighten, sharpen, and enlighten us in how to thrive against all odds. Here I welcome with the one and holy Oswald G. Mutapa Siabwanda from Zambia. Welcome. The stage is yours.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. My name is Osward G. Mutapa Siabwanda. I'm honored to be speaking with you all today about thriving against all odds. As a young author, I've learned that success comes from embracing challenges and believing in oneself. My book, Seize Your Moment, is about turning obstacles into opportunities. I've faced my own share of doubts and fears, but I've learned to push through and stay focused on my goals.
Can we see your video?
Now,
All
in
right.
my book, Seize Your Moment, I have learned that we must learn how to have a courageous character because when you have a courageous character, it gives you good vision to help you set and achieve the right type of goals. A courageous character is also going to keep you away from peer pressure and give you people's pressure. Because when peer pressure comes from your friends, when your friends tell you to say, let's go and do these things. But when you've got a courageous character, it's going to give you people's pressure and it's going to keep you away from and it's going to give you people's pressure and keep you away from peer pressure because when you have a courageous character, it gives you that courage inside of you in order for it to say, no, I can stand up for myself and focus on achieving my dreams or goals. And so chapter 2 of my book, Skills Plus Knowledge equals Chapter 2 of my book, Skills Plus Knowledge Equals Value. It says when you have a skill, it's important for you to have knowledge of it in order for it to get value. Because God has given everybody a skill, but it's many people that go to the grave with their skills. We must learn how to start using our skills from we must learn how to develop our skills from a young age because the better we learn how to do something from a young age, the better we do it at an older age. So for example, I'll give an example of me. I started learning about public speaking from a young age and I've kept on working on it and developing it. So that by the time the more I get older, the more I learn more and the better I am at public speaking. And then we also have chapter 3, which is balancing both prayer and marketplace. It's important for us to learn how to manage time. When we learn how to manage time, we become more successful on how we spend our days, in how we spend our hours, sorry. So when you learn how to balance, you must learn that there's a time for everything. There's a time for work and there's a time for God. In business, if you do not balance everything in business, you must learn how to pray. You must learn how to thank God for everything that you have, and you must learn how to pray. You must just thank him and tell him, God, thank you for everything that you've given me. And then we almost have to learn how to work, because many people do not want to work. God said, I will bless the works of your hands. And when we learn how to work, it's going to be even easier for us, because when you learn how to work, God is going to bless us. And then we also have chapter 4, which is value relationships. Relationships are very important, because your next relationship is your next work. When you learn how to balance both relationships and marketplace, you are going when you learn how to work on your relationships with other people, because remember that it's very important to be careful to the people that you meet, because you never know who is going to help you on your way back down.
All right. That is top notch in that area. See that who are the people your network matter most. See, there's one thing we need to understand this aspect of this young personality in which you have shared to us, that we need to realize ourselves, identify ourselves, and get connected to the right source. We see in this aspect of relationship, we see that don't give 50-50 to a relationship, give 100% to relationship. And we see at this point, if people put only 50 in this place, if people put only 50 in they are only putting half of their effort. See, effort should be 100%. You know that effort should be 100% in this area, and that is why I was able to throw light in this area of this young personality, that our relationship in this aspect matter most. Yes, our relationship matter most, and we see that our effort should be 100%, and then the result could be 50 to 100% range. So from this, how we have been able to got what our young personality has, our young eminent speaker has been able to throw to us at this point, that we need to identify ourselves, get connected to the right source, and that is how we are able to become who we are destined to be. We see that don't give or take anything, just be honest and be you. So, from what you have said so far, and that is what you are giving the audience, you are trying so or to the global world, that you need to be honest and be you. That is, if someone love you, will stay forever happy with you. And if you need to do something to make someone be happy, that means you are to be happy. You have to also cling to such aspects. So, relationship is not about giving or taking; it's about acceptance. So just accept your partner the way such a person is, as I can become visible, influential, and profitable leader. That is VIP, visible, influential, and profitable leader. So from this point, I would love to know, how are you able to balance your academic with your profession? Yes.
So, how I balance my school with my public speaking. School is something that's mandatory for children. It's important for us to go to school. So my day starts with me going to school. Every day I'm at school, but when I get back from school, I must read the book. I must study. I must also like spend time to myself in order for me to grow physically and both intellectually. Because if I spend too much time on my schoolwork and do not grow on this other side, it's going to lack, which you also have to learn how to balance on the way of life, because on the way of life it says that we must learn how to balance everything: our family, our health, and also we must learn how to read, and also our work, because when we learn how to balance our time, or our time, it's going to be easier for us to spend out, or for us to work out our day. For example, most people start their day to say, it's also very important for you to pray in the morning when starting your day, because when you pray in the morning, you command your day. It's very, like, for most people, their day starts with them going to work. When you're from work, for you can spend time, if you've got children, spend time with your children or read a book. You must also like watch TV or do something that's just fun in order for your mind to also relax.
Oh, that's his great one, a top-notch aspect in which you are be able to trust us in this aspect. So that means the academic aspect and the professional aspect is not something that is causing hindrances in one area or the other. You strike the balance in that area. So that is mean that become need to be that bridge between the old and the new need to become that bridge between the old and the new. So that is need to surrender your life for the sake of those that comes ahead. So transformation is a long process. So at this point, transformation is a long process. So it takes a spirit of discipline to be transformed. So from what you have said earlier. So to this point, everyone there, irrespective of their position, irrespective of the tribe, irrespective of the continent, irrespective of where you are coming from, it takes the spirit of discipline to be transformed. You got that? So you need to cast the spirit of laziness out and stop wasting, I think, waiting for manifestation to meet you. So there's nothing like magic. God doesn't do magic. So you work out miracles just in a way that you work on yourself. So it means that you are not serious in that area that you need to work on that aspect. As you know, you need to buy the truth, get knowledge, you need to keep learning. So we are sharpening our axe. Once we are attending to trainings, we are attending seminars, we are attending conferences, and we are attending to what it is needed for our growth. So that is how we can become. So from this point, you will be able to share to the global world that both your profession and your career, nothing can hinder it if only you can strike the balance. You got that? So at this point, how we to maintain consistency? Know that consistency is the key in all everything we are doing. If we are not consistent, there will be lapses. So how are we able to maintain consistency in your profession? Yes, back to you. Got that?
It's like I said, it's very important for us to learn how to manage our time. And with my profession, I it's easy for me to manage because I'm mostly at school from Monday to Friday. And so the only time that I'm doing my public speaking is during Saturday and Sunday. And I'm not at school the whole day or the whole night, meaning that I've got some time when I come home in order for me to prepare for what I'm going to talk about during the Saturday. And also, it's very important for us to also learn about what other people think of us in order for us to try and improve ourselves.
Oh, yes. That is very important. So a workable timetable is very important also. Being given a position is because you are available, but growth matter must grow in that area. Don't just be don't just be in the act of getting a position. Getting a position in the area of giving you a title, it means that you are available for that area. But if you want to know whether you are growing, your growth will stress you. Your growth will stress you. So we see that all of human history is about finding balance in life. All of human history is about finding balance in life. So the same way our feet seek balance in right shoes. When we are putting on our shoes, our feet seek balance with the right pair. Every step in our life become easier. So we often look up at the sky, but never down to our feet on the ground. So let's and talk about progress. Progress matters in all areas so that we can become what we are destined to be. So it's one thing in life matter most once we slot our sim right. Need to make sense. We are not making sense. We are not making money. We want to make impact. You need to make impact. You need to make impact because you must have an indelible ink in the life of those around you. So a life of no impact is a life of no value. That's what we need to understand in that area. So I need to make money. So make sense, make impact, and make money. So that is very important. So if you are not making sense, you have not yet started. So that's why there's nothing called progress except taking of a step forward. So to everyone, to every personality getting connected with us right now, you can thrive against all odds, irrespective of where you are coming from, irrespective of your position, irrespective of your background, irrespective of who you are. So that is what you can do to become. So at this point, back to our honorable, our guest speaker from this place. So how it was? Okay. So how can you share to us, to the global world, how they can change the narrative? Need to step by step, they need to carry out in this area that they can change the narrative in becoming a better version of themselves. Over to you, our next speaker. I see there with us.
Yes, I am. So when I was starting Seize Your Moment, a lot of people told me that I was too young. But it's important for you to have a support system, because a support system are people that are going to support you in everything that you do. So my support system told me to keep on going, because a lot of people are going to talk, because we want to see things from a small scale and not want to see the things that can benefit us. Because like in long term gratification, you must be ready to like wait or be patient in order for us to see the long term results. And the children are the things that we must start investing in today in order for us to see results in the future, because we must be patient with us, you must be patient with them in order for them to grow, and also keep mentoring, and also let's keep teaching them. Like in my book, it's chapter 9, it's never too early. The same way parents teach their children how to walk, eat, and talk by themselves, the same way parents can teach their children business principles. So if we start teaching our children from a young age, they'll be able to grow in those business principles and be able to do great things in the future.
Oh, wow, 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 wow. That is great. That is great. So, in that aspect, you see that we don't let anyone oppress you. Only then you will not collapse. That is, if you let anyone to oppress you, you will collapse. So it's not about the age. It's not, there's not age brackets as regards growth, as regards success, as regard personal development. Personal development is a lifelong process. And so don't let anyone intimidate you, even if they are stranger than you or they are stronger than you. Only then can you hold out. So knowledge is gold. Knowledge, gold also is power. So this is very challenging aspects in this. So what has been your difficulties in this area of your growth, and you are able to some more courage? What has been your difficulties and you're able to some more courage? Yes, can you share to us how has been difficulties so far, and you're able to some more courage in it? What has been challenging so far? Yes, over to you.
Some of the challenges that I faced is, I will not really say they're challenges, because it's important in order for it to look as a challenge in a way for you can get better, or in a way that you can improve. Because I see challenges, because challenges make you stronger. So I see challenges as a way for me to grow. But some of the challenges that I faced, mostly the support that is coming, because not many people supported me from a start. But what matters is for you to keep working hard and for you to keep growing. Because just like in my book, Seize Your Moments, chapter 11, See It and Be It, I saw myself, I have a vision that I'm going to do something and I'm becoming it. So it's very important for you to see yourself doing something from a young age, becoming who you want to be from a young age. When you see yourself doing something, implement it. Take action into what you see yourself doing.
That is it. That is it. That is it. Action matter most is very important. It's very important. You see, we need to understand that success is not final, is not fatal. So it is the courage to continue that counts. You got that courage to continue that counts, though supporters may not be there. But once you are consistent, you are courageous, you persevere, and you continually continue, you see that you get to the top if only you have a vision. Once there's a vision, there will be a provision for what is needed for you. So when people clap for you, sustain the courage to tell them it's enough because you are already traveling to be trained for next season. Get that now. Already traveling to be trained for next season. So if we wait, if at this, if we want wait that we are ready, so we will be waiting for the rest of our life. If we're waiting when we are ready, so we'll be waiting till the rest of your life. So the time to start is now. Act, act, right? HEART, heart. Then act, ART, act. Then right. Let your act, right. So at this point, competence breeds confidence. So competence breeds confidence. So where the mind goes, everything else follows. Look at now. Where the mind goes, everything else follows. So these are young, awarding, winning author has been able to publish his book since the moment, and he has been able to share to us that against all odds, right from his younger age 8, right now is 12 years old, and he is still working on the stage of personal development, and he has been a top notch in the area of his personality. And you see that how we will live for what we want to live and go for. See, one thing that is important is that we can't spot it if you cannot stop it. All those things that is eating us up, we can't stop it. So it's time to maintain a work balance in this aspect and for us to become who we are destined to be. So at this point, personal development is a lifelong process. Is a process, is a lifelong process, and it also involves risk taking. And that is why we need to make sure that against all odds, we are becoming, and to our becoming, we need to stay strong. So at this point, we're back to our eminent speaker that is here with us today, and I'm sure that everyone are getting connected. If there's any question, let's get connected to us, and we are able to receive back from you. So I can see your engagement over there, and let's make sure we get connected more likely to our MS speaker with us. So back to our speaker that is with us this day all the way from Zambia. So what, before we draw the curtain close, what has been your matter so far in this area of your personal development? What has been pushing you forward? What has been your your let me say your energy oil that has make you to remain consistency? Oh, over to you. Yes, what has been pushing you forward?
So I'm a voice for the children. And if, like I said, if nobody is going to step up today, nobody will. Which is something that we must really want, something that we must really change because everybody keeps on saying, no, somebody else is going to do it. So when I first decided to become a public speaker, I thought to myself to say, if I don't do it now, nobody do it. So it starts with you taking the first step in order for people to change. So I started writing my book Seize Your Moment from the young age of 6, and I kept on working hard, improving, reading more and writing. And I'll also be writing my next book. So I would like to say that it's really important for us to really step up, wake up and seize our moments, because let's remember that it starts with you.
Um, okay, all right. Thank you very much in this part. And before we draw the curtain close, I want everyone to get it right in this point that success in life determines 5C. Number one is your competence level. Remember, I've said competence breeds confidence. Things to do, things to do. Competence level. Number two is the capability level. Capability level. Have something. Have something. Capability level is very important in to succeed in life. Number two, three is the character level. Character, character level. So it is the sustainer of success. If your character is not worth of, it's not something to be talked about, you need to make sure that you work it out. Character level. Number four is the connection level. So connection level, this is very important. So lack of connection won't help you to expand. So for you to succeed, you need to connect with the right source. Move with like minds, connect with great minds, those that have a vision and mission statement related to yours, then you can become. So that is how you can use everything is not about money, it's about connection. Connect with the right source. And the last one is the Christ like level, the Christ level. So that is where you have God in common. So it is Christ in us is the hope of glory. So you can't do it alone. Let me tell you that you need to identify yourself first with God. So with your creator, remember your source, where you are coming from. And that's how you can move faster. So that's how you can get connected. So you need to go to the world right now and concretize all that we have been able to shed light to it and do something about your life. You can do it without you. You can't do it without your success. So, no excuse at this point. No excuse at this point. So, no excuse at this point. It can only get better if only you strive, you thrive, and you exploit. So, to our eminent speaker, what's the word of encouragement to everyone connected with us right now? What are the word of encouragement you want to give to them so that they can able to keep thriving even against all odds? The stage is yours.
So I'd like to say let's always stay connected to our source. I'll give an example of a phone and a charger. When you disconnect the phone from the charger and then the phone goes low, if you do not connect it to the charger, but if you do not connect the phone back to the charger, the phone won't turn on again. So the moment you disconnect yourself from the source, who is God, it's like you're telling yourself to switch off, don't come on, which is something that you must really work on, and you must really begin to praise and say thank you to God. And also, and my word of encouragement will be, let's always keep working hard. If it's going to be, it's up to you. Let's step up, wake up, and let's seize our moments.
Thank you very much. That is amazing. A great one, great one, great one. So let's make sure that we are always connected to the source, and that's how we can become. So this is night time. We have time fast spent, and we see the reference point at your decision and action. It defines who you are and what makes you productive. So this is Heritage Global Mentorship Institute, an international global school for purpose discovering career and leadership developments, and based on training, coaching, and mentoring for your next level. This is bringing up an exceptional evolution and phenomenal leaders. So you can get connected to our speaker via our social media on Osward Mutapa Siabwanda on Facebook, and you can get connected with him right here on the comment section. And if there's any question, you can able to ask him, and we are all open to receive from you. And at this point, this is a monthly seminar series, and we have started from this year 2024, and this is the fifth edition, and we are working on the August edition. Stay connected with us and also enjoy for us for the new transition that awaits you, and you yourself, you won't be left out. Thank you very much to our audience. Thank you very much for having us, and thank you for this time.
Thank you very much for having me.
It's a great honor to have you, almost. So, thank you so much, and let's call it a day. So, till we come your way next time, live a life alive. Live your best life and explore beyond your limits. You have it all. You are welcome.